I'm kind of sad today because I just read this yesterday. Oh my god, look at that fucking beard. Terrible. I'm kind of sad about this. Eyeshine, Johnny Youngbosh's, aka the Power Ranger, who also played Bleach. You saw Ichigo in Bleach, and so many other voices. They're disbanding their group, the band Eyeshine, later this year, and I'm kind of really sad. This is the final album. They aren't going to be redoing all the albums they were going to originally, because they're trying to get rid of everything they have so far as merchant-wise, but I bought the recent CD they just did, so I have all the recent albums. I wish I got the EP, but I just really listened to them, started to. But, they stated that the band ended not because of issues or drama, it's just that they just chose to. And I believe Johnny, as a person, wants to endure more of a music career, which I'm reading. And it sucks. And I'm kind of sad. They never said they were going to stop doing music. I just think it's interesting. An unsigned band. You usually don't see a band able to make over 5 albums. It's very rare. For Eyeshine's career, it was pretty big. I think this is their 9th album, 7th, or I think 8th or 9th album, and that's pretty big. From Power Ranger to voice actor and to a musician. And what's great about Eyeshine is that they defined a lot as a group. Which is so funny how you speak of it, because a lot of bands don't usually even last this long with albums. It takes them a while, but they managed to bring music into a much bigger perspective as a way to say, we did this, even signed or not. But they had a great career for 8 to 9 albums. 8 to 9, that's a lot. And they're not big, but they're big enough. I honestly think Eyeshine deserved more. They were the Black Sheep. In my opinion, the Black Sheep group. And they were just very beautiful, they made beautiful music. And every time, like, when I started listening to them, Broken and Abused was my first song. And Johnny is always cool. And they are continuing to do all the events as much as they can this year, so he's even said on the Facebook and all, try to get your con to do it, because you probably won't see them again, ever. And the thing is, they might not ever return. Whoever stated this, unless it's Johnny, because I think he's the main guy making this group, who made the group, it's for my kids to decide if they're going to make this. Now it's just a legacy. And I liked how he put, even if we aren't remembered in 10 years, if we are, I mean, that means the fan base was big enough that we had fans. And I was just crying. I was working, and I just wanted to cry. Because these guys deserve so much better. And, you know, I usually won't relate to music. I won't ever support any specific band or artist. But Eyeshine was something different. It didn't matter if it was Johnny Youngbosh. But it's just the words and they do and put into these albums. And there's a lot of potential for that. And I was just like, man, I was having a bad day and just started listening to them. It sucks, honestly. Because this band is really fucking good. And it sucks that all the fans who are starting like me won't get to truly appreciate Eyeshine for it's all they're worth, like all the fans who started. And I think that's where it comes into, you know, to say that they had a lot of fans come into the scene finally. And I think honestly what they wanted to do, despite being signed or not, was just to give music. And they did that. They fully acknowledged that they did that for us. And I never expected to be in their type of music. I don't know if it's an alternative rock or something. But I'm usually not into most bands, like I said. There was something about the music. It didn't matter if it had Jason David Frank or Johnny Youngbosh or Amy Jo Johnson. It wouldn't matter at that point. It matters if I like the music. And I was very shocked about the Broken and Abused song, because I thought it was very beautiful. And they put so much work into these songs. No. Ah, man, I was listening to the song all day yesterday. I was gonna cry. I was like crying mentally, trying to not cry during this video. Cause you don't really see a lot of bands nowadays even staying around. And if they're already still around, that means they made it already. Hell, there's people who are just even unsigned and just still in the underground kind of business in the garage and making it. But you can't really hate on somebody for doing what they choose to do and think that's what's good for them. If you ain't happy or anything, change it. I think that's where it goes down the bottom line. If you aren't really feeling the band anymore and there's a lot of issues overall, take a break from it. But, you know, people break up for many reasons. It just be because they feel like it and want to do their own things. But that's where it comes to the line, is where I say, like, this band came through basically the rags to their own riches. They basically came up from a nothing band into something that you never really expected to be in this kind of scene, especially in the comic convention scene. They're so popular in there, not because of who's on it. It's just that I think the music is what really brings people back. Not because Johnny or whoever else is in the group. I think it's because of the music that they write. And I was shocked about that. Their music is really good. It's nothing random. It's nothing stupid. It's more of a life teach value in a way, where you feel for the music and you're like, man, I kind of feel that way. But I do want to thank them from the bottom of my heart, and I think all the Eyeshine people. But if you really want to get some of their stuff, half of their albums are out right now. I would get them now, because one of the albums is sold out, and it's one of the hardest ones to get, and the EP sold out too. So with that, thank you for watching my almost sad story about almost losing it. But Eyeshine, thank you. I made this like at the last minute, so I didn't know when I was gonna do it. But yeah, everyone have a good day. Go see Eyeshine before they are gone, and I think they're gonna be at Jacksonville for Collective Con. And I'll probably be there for my last show. Alright. Deuces.